Right, thank you, Dom. This is a really good question. This is, yeah, it's surprising the differences, and it's surprising without the differences sometimes. But anyway, I'll go up through the steps start from the bottom and work my way up. But yeah. So in the Devon and Exeter leagues, I wouldn't actually say there is of course there is. Like, I'd say the lower half there isn't like when you watch the Goldsworthy Cup, say there isn't actually much difference between some of the say some of the Div 8 teams and some of the Div 6 teams. There's no difference between them, if you know what I mean. Sometimes, but like, and then we come up to Devon and Exeter Prem and the summer. Well, the Devon Exeter Prem and the Devon Football League, I wouldn't actually say there's much class difference between, say, the top half of that league and the bottom half of the Devon Football League, say. But anyway, yeah, the Somerset County League, like the premier of that, and the Devon Football League, that's what you call Step 7. So, but both very good competitive leagues. But then you go up to Peninsula. I wouldn't say there's a bit of a step up, but it isn't as much as you think. If you're really on your A game as a Devon Football League team, I'd say teams like Alfington and Exeter University Firsts could beat quite a few of the lower league Peninsula teams, I'd say. But and then of course you've got the Western League Division 1 and stuff, and then of course you've got the west side of the peninsula as well, which I haven't actually watched much of. I've only seen like Holsworthy and Albert and Villa and teams like that play. Then of course you've got the Western League. That's a step up, I'd say. It's a lot quicker paced and all about percentage football and long balls and that. Then you move into the Southern League Division 1. That's very good. I'd say it's about passing. Like, if you can pass it well in those, you've got to be able to pass it well in those leagues and hold on to the ball and that. And yeah, it's about percentage football more, I'd say. But yeah, I'd say there's a big old jump up from, like, I've seen teams go up from the Southern League Division 1 to the Premier. I think Frome Town went up the other year and it just was too big a jump. It is quite a big jump, I'd say. That's the biggest jump, I'd say. Well, not the biggest jump, but that is a massive jump from Southern League Division 1 to the Southern Prem. I'm only talking about the south side because that's what I know about. But yeah, I'd say the pace in the Southern Premier is a lot quicker. The football is played a lot faster. It's about pace. It's about how you can hold on to the ball, how you can play the ball out. All like literally, it's just about like proper football. You know what I mean? But yeah, and then you go into the National League South. I wouldn't actually say that's a massive jump personally. I would say that is, yeah, the Southern Premier to the National League South. Like, I've seen a few teams like go between the two leagues, and there isn't a lot of difference. It's like Weymouth got relegated out of National League South last season, and then they're near the bottom of the Southern Prem this season. So there isn't really actually much difference between the two leagues, I wouldn't say. But it's a big jump from National League South to the National League. I think Truro are finding that out this season. The National League is the pace of the National League is so fast. Like, you got to be fast, you got to be strong, and yeah, you got to be able to hold on to the ball at that pace as well. I went to a game between Yeovil and Barnet last season. It was just end to end. Like, it looked uncontrollable game really. But yeah, anyway, that's the breakdown of the non-league standards and that. Of course, standards of money and everything's involved. But yeah, Like, it is, like, non-league is so good. Like, I love it. But anyway, that is cracking question, that.